Sven, Wyvern, they have burst AoE.
Yeah.
Lesh not quite the same.
I don't think Meepo has bonus magic resistance anymore. I'm not sure, honestly.
You want to check for me?
I can check.
Because they might have removed it. I feel like that's one of those things. Because I've never played Meepo, and
Never?
Yeah,
Not
he
even
has,
one
he has
random
the
game?
standard 25% now. I wasn't sure. It was either.
it used to be 35.
Yeah. Either way, though, like you have the sustain now, so a lot of AOE over time damage is just not very potent against Meepo because he's like hitting you with all of his Meepos.
Who is it? Invoker.
Oh,
So the other one, the Abed Invoker, known pretty much by everyone. He has been around for a bit, and
Very annoying for heroes like Wraith King who want to walk around in fights. Invoker is definitely the most annoying hero to play heroes that like to walk around.
whoa! They're switching it up. Chris Luck Tiny. That's a middle Tiny.
Okay,
Support Ench? Oh, goodness, I hope not.
what's happening here?
I think it's support Wind Ranger, right? I love core Enchantress. So is Tiny that much better against Invoker than Wind Ranger, where this is like what you need to do? Or were they planning to do this the whole time? I'm not sure. It's
I
interesting.
legitimately.
And it's Stinger.
It's a
5-inch.
5-position inch.
I don't even like when No Tail and stuff plays it. I don't like
It's
it.
a 5-position ogre.
What do you think, Kyle?
Sorry,
What's
but
going
quick sidebar.
Yes.
The gyro set reminds me of battleships on the original client, right? You remember that game?
on? Yes. Traders off, of course, only.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
That was so much fun.
It
I don't
was.
know why it was fun, but it was so much fun.
Dota with boats, pretty much. That's what it kind of felt like a
Yeah.
little. And wow, we've got, so it is going to be the Whisper Leshrac. It is a core Leshrac, which that's the thing. Enchantress and Lesh, I always just like more when they're core, but you got to give one and got to take one here. Schofield on the 4, Wind Ranger. This changes up a lot.
Yep.
I'm trying to think what these lanes are going to be like now.
I have no idea, and I'm concerned about support Ench. So it's this traditional floater hero that, like, okay, it can be core. Oh, if you counter it, it's a support. The problem is Ench is one of those heroes where by making it in games, it's hard to play core Ench, aka lots of stuns, lots of bursts, lots of magic damage. It's even hard to play support because you're like 600 HP, and you just die.
You die
just
very quickly.
Yeah, this
Especially
is a little strange to me personally.
Ogre hits you with one stun, you're probably dead this game every single time on this Ench.
And Ogre is also an offlaner that, like, what 5 position just right-clicks you, right? So, and he has a bajillion health regen, 8 armor. What were you saying?
I was just seeing. I was hoping it was going to show how many games Chris Luck has on Tiny, but didn't give it to us. And let's see. And be the South Americans on Infamous versus the Southeast Asians over in FNATIC. And we got a tip already coming out. All right, so after all this, we're letting it settle down right now. Who are you favoring now in this game?
I think I gotta lean Fnatic, but I'm hoping Infamous just perform. They've been on fire this tournament.
Especially today. It
Yeah.
just feels good to have one good day sometimes.
Like, they took a game off of Vici. They took the
They
only game off of Vici. Yeah.
It looked like they should have, honestly, 2-0 Navi as well,
Yeah.
but they lost a Mega Creep into Throne game, so...
This is kind of like an OGS draft on Infamous in terms of, like, a lot of the heroes are kind of be playing in different roles than they're usually playing, and it's a little like that unpredictability factor where you're like, I'm not 100% sure how these heroes like how they operate in as a unit with these different roles in this specific game. So, like, that unknown factor to me, unpredictability is a little bit like, I like that in a team like Infamous. I think that's a lot about the SA region, the way they play. And so I personally favor the Fnatic draft, but I have very much faith in the fact that Infamous can kind of run this untraditional lineup.
Schofield is going to eat a decent amount of damage. Went power shot first. So many right clicks over and over. I don't know about trading here.
Is that worth it for the power shot first? I feel like the...
Yeah, now,
Wind
I mean,
Run
you
is
just get...
so good.
It's Bloodlust first, so you can't just stun.
I meant the support Ogre. I keep talking about it as an offlane. I thought it was going to be played against the Enchantress support, like, as a matchup, but I guess they're okay if they want...
Can't do that.
Really?
Yeah, because he just takes it off.
Oh, yeah, he does just purge the... I didn't even think about that part of the matchup.
I'm not surprised.
Okay.
Don't worry, buddy. That's why we were 3.
Uh-oh. I think Fnatic forgot. They've been changing... Have you noticed they've been changing the logos to taunt the enemy team, but they still have the NIP logo from earlier.
Come on, DJ. Step it
Yeah.
up.
Got to get your flame game on point. So it will be this Enchantress position 5 support going to be paired up here with Hector on the Wraith King. Look at this, they're already doing a ton of damage against Ice Ice Ice. He does have stun first. He might have to use it to get out. That is a lot of damage being done. Man, it's going to be scary. They are pushing the lane in. Denies are going to come out, and that does mean middle. We should pay attention. Abed versus Chris Luck. Tiny versus Invoker, and right now it's 1-3 versus 1-2, so pretty even. A lot of burst damage. He is going X-Sword, by the way.
Oh, only the 1 point, though.
Okay.
No matter what, I think people are always getting that 1 point X-Sword just for the laning phase early on.
Yeah.
Because then they nerf his base damage. Or, no, it was the other way around.
Yeah, they actually buffed it so you have more without the X-Sword, but
Okay, yeah.
either way, like, if you I think you only go that 1 point if you're going to go max X-Sword, right? Or am I wrong?
I've seen it into Quaswex anyway. I just... We'll see, but it looks like it'll just be
It's
the
always
standard
nice, right, to have
QE.
Sunstrike
You have
for the
Sand
range.
King Mirana. I feel like it's very nice to
Yeah.
have like a very easy Sunstrike setup.
I agree.
And isn't it usually pretty nice just to get the range creep as well in your lane? Use it a lot. Oh, Ice 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 is right clicking back. Stinger is level 2. He doesn't mind just trading right now. Both of them getting right click pretty hard. There's going to be a stun. DJ is in a little bit of trouble. They have arrow first, but we'll be okay. Back it up. A lot of harassing that top lane. Neither one of them wants to
They
back
are
down.
crushing top, and
Yeah, they are.
really, they're winning every lane.
Yeah, you see it. The CS right now, all 3 are red, are for the Dire. Where's Stinger going right now? He's looking for a creep.
What they did level 1 on Infamous was really good. They used the Enchantress heal and then just hit him a bunch. That
As they push the
establishing,
lane.
yeah, that establishment of like the dominance in lane makes it so that it snowballs this quickly, right?
And now
4-0
look,
to
he
13-5.
gets the Satyr creep as well for some more HP regen. That's nice.
Has to be careful of the arrow though.
Let's see. Look at the nukes. Oh my. Just has to leap away. And wow, this top lane, Ice Ice Ice, probably like, what is happening? This is not going too well. Middle, Chris Luck, currently 13-8 versus the 7-4 of Invoker, and let's see what he does have. It is 2 points in X-Sword.
He is rolling on the Tiny. I like it. Is this a boxy Tiny?
Yep.
That tree
He's
is
not spamming it, though.
gigantic. I mean, it's not even a tree, but
A tree sword. A sword carved
yeah.
of a
it's
tree.
Exactly.
An old Wampin Willow or something? I don't know.
I know what you're going for, buddy. It's okay.
Thank you. Gyro. 11-1. We're actually going to have a TP bottom. We have a quick rotation. It's going to be Mirana, level 2.
Oh,
He
mid,
might just
mid.
get solo killed mid.
Mid.
Yeah, he is. Oh, nope. He dodged
Jukes
Sunstrike.
this, man.
If I miss an arrow, because now they both super low right now. Abed getting close, and look at this DJ. He's just hiding here. He's like, yo, I TP down here. I'm going to wait for this rotation. I need to hit a stun. We need to get a kill. Dubu's going to pull the lane back. It is double stacked.
Anytime Chris Luck get taunted into immediately missing a CS.
Yeah, I
If
saw
anyone
that.
ever does that, I'm just... it's funny.
Hey, man,
Nice.
priorities. It's all about the priorities, man.
Oh, we're going. I think we're going to see him actually try to dive. They don't know DJ's here. There's going to be a stun. Schofield will finally get arrowed. Flat cannon's going off. Will it be enough to get the kill? Sure will.
Nice.
Jabs picks it up. And DJ, he waited a little bit for it, but much worth it getting your carry that first blood. Double crown picked up on Leshrac. This guy's pretty survivable.
A lot of stats.
There's a leap away, actually, going for this rune. DJ has the bottle. We've been seeing this more and more. And uh-oh, Chris Luck does need to be careful.
Another juke.
Uh-oh, now
Is he dead?
he's getting trapped in right here. Look at, he has to try to dodge Abed here. There's going to be the Sunstrike, and yeah, he's going to just die here. Does juke the Sunstrike,
That
but
was
man.
a level 5 Tiny to the level 4 Invoker, so that's a pretty big deal that he dies there.
Yeah.
Also gives him like a free wave of denies on Abed.
Feels good. Oh, and jabs. Look at this. Has to just TP out. Goes right back to his tier 1, though. And hey, guess what? I didn't miss anything.
He even gave him a couple bottle charges from the Mirana onto the Invoker, so
It's nice.
that pretty much just like completely reset this lane in favor of the Invoker.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Bounty runes are going to be spawning. And it looks like there's 3 heroes bottom still from Radiant. This is scary. Schofield, if he just gets arrowed one time, he's going to go down. Looks like it should be rune exchange, but top lane, there's actually going to be a stun onto the high ground, but guess what? They place a ward up there. He's just going to try to TP, and he will make it. That was a crit attack.
But someone's
got
got to come up top, though. There's going to be 2 waves coming into tower.
Yeah, looks like. Who will it be? DJ doesn't even have a TP right now. Needs
so
to
much
get
XP
over.
just dying.
Oh, it hurts.
We'll watch this. We'll watch the creeps die. No one around. That is
I-
a lot. Looks like he'll make it back for the range creeps, though, so, you know, could be worse. We'll see. Stinger still trying to find some creeps here. Forgot to clear that one out. Stun will go out middle. Same with the toss. Doesn't even care about his own siege creep.
Yeah. And then one kill is so big too because Invoker gets way stronger the laning phase once you hit 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
More points of Exort. Suddenly you're starting to CS against the tiny equal in damage. It's way easier.
So when do you want to see? Well, we're gonna see a rotation right now. DJ Dubu both moving middle
Hey,
once
Ogre
again.
Mirana, let's do it.
Yep. Ogre Mirana, man. Last game, if you miss it, a lot of kills. There's gonna be a rocket actually flying. Schofield, I have a feeling you might just die here. Arrow, rocket, 3 stuns. That's a guaranteed kill.
That was a pretty strong call there, Grant.
Yep, thank you. So is he going Atos
Top
on this
lane
left
just got
track?
dusted on the SK. Sorry,
gonna go down?
no
No, you're
time
good.
for breaks here. And looks like he's going to be fine because he literally just does too much damage with the sandstorm that they have to back off. What were you saying, Grant?
I forget. But middle lane looks like they're still just trying to push this tower. They actually go for the tiny, but Schofield just dying. Will be back here to back up his teammate. Just a chicken flies away. That is it's Forge Spirit.
That was a big-ass catapult, by the way. Did a lot of damage with the Bloodlust plus Alacrity.
Yeah. And look at this. They just want to push this middle wave, and they want to create space. Top lane, guess what? DJ, he's been moving around this entire game. It's 3-0. Infamous does have the gold lead, but got to be careful. Hector still not level 6. Doesn't even have the mana anyways. No stick charges. Oh.
Did he just, like, chain pull on accident? That was interesting. They are both going to Shrine, so he's going to have the mana once he gets 6.
He wants to have it, and look at this. He's like, wait a minute, I can't miss all of this. Got to be careful. He actually skills the ulti immediately. He's not even thinking about saying. Ice actually whiffs the stun. There will be one coming out from Dubu, though, but Hector, he just wants the last hit under this tower. And look at this. They're tanking up for this siege creep. Siege creep hit again, but it will stay alive. Hector pulls the creeps off that tower, so will do some damage. Not all that much, but enough.
Meanwhile, Whisper with the maxed edict or 3 points into it at level 5.
Just trading. Look at those towers. Just trading damage.
That's so much damage on the tower.
It is. One more edict, right? And this tower's going down. No
And
glyph.
he knows the glyph is down because it was just used in front of him.
Okay, middle lane. Once again, it's the Ogre and the Mirana roaming around. Chrysalix has to know
Oh,
something's up.
bottom.
Yep,
They're going
Shackle
for it.
into the split earth. They're just trying to get a lot of damage on him, forcing it such that he can
Just
get the
eating
tower. Yeah, and
If
Jabs
he
did
was
a good
6, that
job
would have
there.
been a kill as well.
Yeah, Jabs did a good job there of like instantly flat cannoning the wave, knowing that that's what they're trying to do. So he knows it's his job to prevent that, and I'd say both teams playing it properly in the bottom lane.
Yeah. Infamous with a lot of discipline here. They're playing with a ton of just thinking.
Oh, that didn't hit. I've seen some crazier shackles hit. And there's going to be a Sunstrike coming out as well. Whisper's in a lot of trouble, but it actually gets double tanked by Schofield. It won't matter. Whisper looks to go down. Nice leap away, just barely dodging that stun, but barely is good enough. Stinger has 10 stick charges plus the heal, still healing him up. No points in Untouchable. They're actually looking around. Schofield's over here as well. Starfall only hits once. Chrysalix, yo, what up? Stun will miss. And there's going to be a shackle now. Mirana will get tossed into the air, and it will be enough to get the kill. Their first kill on Infamous in this tower. Will it stay alive? Well, we'll see.
Jabs.
Oh, there's a
They're
lot
going
of
to bring more heroes here. Whisper TP'd back in.
Oh, Jabs is gone. Dubu's gone. They're like, yeah, we're out of here. Meanwhile, top lane, pardon me, there's a pretty big scroll out going, and there's an Invoker Midas already coming. They are going to all shrine up here.
I think Invoker late game here is insanely scary.
Oh, goodbye, Stinger.
And he just got a Midas, and now he gets a free kill. I feel like Abed's going to carry this game, based on what I'm seeing
At
so
what
far.
point? Is it just like a 6-slot Invoker,
Yeah,
or what
it's
do you
like
need?
4 slots, right? You usually get like Midas, Ags, and then 2 items. And depending on the pace of the game at that point. Whatever makes it easier for you to play your own game. And they just don't have any late game natural counters to Invokers, what I mean.
They just have to play way quicker.
Yeah, heroes like Wraith King are super annoying to play against. Invoker.
And that's the thing that's missing from the Infamous lineup, though, is team fight. It's once again one of those lineups with a ton of stuns, a lot of single target. Sure, you can find kills and rotate around the map, but once you hit that critical part of the game, 25, 30 minutes when everyone's grouping up to take objectives, you start to fall apart against these massive AoE combos of FNATIC.
See. Getting that Ags, almost already has the point booster. Meanwhile, top, with Hector going to the jungle, it does mean Ice is a little more free to just sit up here. Tranquil Boots earn on this Sand King. Definitely looking to be a little more active. pings out that Hector is just farming here. Phase boots, Hand of Midas. Guess what? He's not even going the casual belt of strength here, BSJ. Middle lane. We are converging. There's going to be a stun. It will be the first one on Stinger. We'll get the heal off. There's going to be a Sunstrike. Will anyone run into it? No. Stinger barely survives. That tower, dude, the bloodlusted tower is a beast. And they're turning it around, though. Here we go. Chris like, yo, they find the Ogre. Will it be enough to get the kill? Yep, tanky hero, but not tanky enough. And now, guess what? You got that Edict. They actually used the glyph for the tier 2 down bottom, so this will be a free tier 1. Oh, Whisper will take it as well. Double Bracer going into that Atos. He's pretty tanky for the early game.
Yeah, I like this build on Lesh. I think it's super important against the stuns plus Sunstrike that you just make your max HP pool that much higher.
Oh, Ice, the stun into the Sunstrike. Whisper actually maybe he thought it was coming, but he couldn't quite tank it with. They have a Sentry Warden.
Nice.
I'm not sure. He's like, wait, does he see me? I don't know, and he'll just go down.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter if he sees you or not. The Edict follows you, and the ult hits you anyway.
Ooh.
So he does have a Blade Mail potentially queued up on Hector. So he's like debating whether or not he needs this like mid-game participation in these team fights, in skirmishes. They've taken 2 towers already,
Dude,
side of Infamous, which is good.
literally in my head, I was just thinking and about to say, oh wow, 104 last hits on Wraith King, because that would have prompted Grant to do what he just did, which was switch us
No,
over to network.
I heard you doing it already. I knew. I was like, oh god, I know what Kyle's about to say. I didn't have to
Kyle,
admit
like,
that, but I
beaming
will.
at the ability to call Grant
Well, I was just
out
saying we
there.
saw it at the same time. You
Yeah.
might have even beaten me, because
Maybe.
you acted before I did.
Okay, this feels like a pretty nice timing for Tiny. He has a double damage, and oh wait, well, I thought he had a blink. Where crazy?
It's on Courier at base. They
Yeah.
are smoked up
There we go.
with 3.
Okay,
Missed
here
the
we go.
Shackle onto Ogre.
Do they have detection? That's the question. DJ
Sentry
actually picks the
on
tower.
Schofield. That's all they have, though.
They sit down, so they see Dubu. They see jabs as well. Oh, Sentry will counter the Sentry here. Okay. Hector continuing to farm. Where is this Tiny with the blink? Right here with double damage as well.
This is like a big movement by Infamous for basically nothing. And what I mean by basically nothing is you have a Gyro pushing out mid, a Sand King farming bottom for his blink, and meanwhile you have 5 Infamous heroes top.
Oh, and DJ, he gets stunned. Nicely done by Whisper. And guess, wait, what? That shackled it. All right, I've definitely seen worse shackles hit once again. And DJ, oh my goodness,
What?
he's actually hiding in here.
The stuns broke the trees behind
Hello.
the Mirana, so the shackle didn't hit. That was kind of funny, actually, the way that worked.
And there will be a kill on DJ, finally getting rid of that annoying pest. We've seen Maranas be so annoying. These 4 Maranas just keep pushing out lanes, and now they will try to bring down this tower. They do have a double damage Tiny. They have a glyph. Does Doob or anyone want to take this fight? Doesn't look like it.
This is so Infamous, though, right? Isn't this how they always play? Hector on one side of the map, the other 4 heroes on the other?
Yep.
And I think that's fine. Like, I think if you stick to your playstyle, they seem to do it really well.
They will finally get this tower. Ice actually gets the tower bottom. Chris Luck gets the tower top.
It's not really netting them an advantage, right? They have all these towers, and it just doesn't matter because they're losing a tower bottom.
Yeah.
Like Ice just conveniently
Oh.
farmed his blink over the course of the
Something's
last
going
2
on. There's
minutes.
going to be a Sunstrike with the multicast. Is he's going to die? He will get arrowed. The heal, well, the Wisp will just sit around here, but fortunately
that
Stinger
arrow.
goes down.
So much magic damage. That's only a level 1 arrow. That buff to the level 1 arrow seems to be pretty massive.
And what's that buff?
The extra 30 damage base. Like, just if you hit somebody point blank, it's going to do an extra 30. So now it hits for 220 on like a 5-second arrow, level 1, so you can just leave it at level 1. Like, that arrow did like 200 damage. And it's a level 1
nice.
arrow.
Whisper looks like he does have the Atos. This chicken's been in use all game by everyone. So when does Hector want to meet up? Is it the Radiance?
It's the Radiance.
Okay.
Yep. He does have the Relic already done, so it's going to be a super early Radiance, probably around 17 minutes or so. They are looking for Marana again.
Yep.
Shackle thrown out does land.
There's
Clears the
the
trees
stun.
for the vision. Nice. Should
Has
still
an
get a
Atos
land.
as well. Doesn't throw it out quite. No, he doesn't have the Atos. The chicken's flying up right now. There's going to be an ulti from the Gyro, and man, they were ready for that one.
So I've been talking about how much Infamous is 5-manning. They have a level 7 offlaner compared to Ice, who's level 10. And they also have, look at the net worths on the 2-4 positions.
4,300 versus 2,500.
Yeah,
Pretty big
and
difference.
that's what happens when you 5-man. So they have
Uh-oh.
all their net worth on this Wraith King.
And there's just an easy kill on Enchanter. Here comes the arrow. Nope. Creep actually tanks it up, and Stinger Somehow makes it out, goes for the Sunstrike. He's actually sitting in there, nice. He's gonna blink forward, he's looking for Stinger. Will he finally find him? He's actually gonna turn on Chris Luck. They can't kill Stinger. There's gonna be a power shot. Shackle
Wow.
latches him to a tree, but look at this. This EMP is gonna take everyone's mana away up here. Chris Luck throws the tree, they get the kill on Ice. They're gonna try to turn it around. Now the Tiny will go down. Ogre taking a lot of damage, but who cares? He's an Ogre. Schofield gonna try to run away, and looks like everyone makes it out. Oh, doesn't look like it might have leached together DJ and Dubu, but it won't. Whisper, he's just tanking it up. Still has the Atos.
So Wraith King is about ready to be a hero in this game. Does finally have the Radiance.
Only 16 minutes in as well.
Yeah, it's a super early Radiance.
And if there is a...
Oh, sorry. We're going to see a Tornado coming out. Here comes the Stun Strike as well. Whisper, he gets absolutely destroyed. And Abed, level 13, maxed out Exort. He's doing some damage.
How much are those Sunstrikes? Aren't they like 600 damage almost?
I think it's... We'll see it when it comes back up. I think it's about 450.
Okay, so you have this Radiance now.
It's 535.
Yeah.
So what do you do with this Wraith King? Do you just straight up 5-man, or what are you supposed to do now that he has his item?
I'm just, it's a shame that they had that Death on Whisper before the Radiance was up because they weren't ready to get involved. I wouldn't mind a Blink Dagger personally. You already have one on the Tiny, I suppose.
He did queue up the Blade Mill on Wraith King. Can I just say that this Leshrac being a core is actually going to be food for so long because he went for this Atos. Like, in team fights, you get cold snapped, you're actually just dead on Leshrac. Like, you're actually just dead until you have this BKB. And in the rest of the game, when you're trying to farm, they have so many disables plus Sunstrike. He has to play with this team like this.
This was actually a really good game for... I don't even mind the double bracer, but I think it was an Arcane's double bracer into Mech Greaves later on game.
Yeah.
Greaves is so good against the Fnatic lineup.
Trying to play a little more aggressive, and we hear a smoke, Looks like the Dyers is going to wear out pretty soon here. And they have a ward on top of a ward, so they're going to see when this smoke wears out. They'll know they were just smoked the whole time. Yep, there's the ping immediately.
Both teams are smoking to their teammate who's pushing the opponent's off lane.
And there
Meanwhile,
goes
disable onto this 5 position Enchantress.
Yeah.
That's kind of like a gank.
Yeah, that's what I mean about the whole Ench in a bad game for Ench is just as a support. You go from food to fine dining.
Or how about instead of being served on a plate, you're served on a silver platter?
More of a kebab, I think.
Okay, kebab. Okay, I can see that.
Also, kebabs are great.
Yeah, they have good kebabs here. Shout out to the kebabs here.
I feel like a lot of... were you a picky eater when you were a kid?
I was not.
Ooh, Sunstrike coming out. Sorry, Wind Ranger. Will survive for now. Just kidding.
Yeah, she just died like full to 0 to just like casually throwing out nukes.
Literally
definitely
3
not
nukes.
picky. They'll kill anybody that shows.
Yeah.
Well, Hector, he's level 15, just far enough. Has that Blade Mill as well. They want to. Their last smoke, pretty unsuccessful. They get the tier 2 bottom, but I'm sure they want to take a fight. They know this, as you said, BSJ. This Invoker probably is the end-all, be-all this game. And there will be a stun again from Ice. It's on Whisper, and you guys talked about it. You get Cold Snap, you're probably going to die. He will get tossed back. Chris Luck actually saving him.
I think
nice
blinks away. Oh.
That actually kills him. That kills him if it lands.
Oh, top lane, by the way. DJ trying to run. Hector. He's just run down the lane here. Has the Midas used it.
Dude, more important than the item choice. Whisper is level 8.
That's what I said, yeah. That's because they've been 5-manning, and because of the items I talked about, he can't play the map.
Yeah.
Like, he actually has to sit with his team.
The dream would be less just playing bottom for the next, for the past 5 minutes. The towers are already dead. He could just run through the lane into the jungle.
Notice how Sand King's playing the game. That's how we wish that Leshrac could play.
By the way, the Mirana does have an Ags now.
Wow.
We've seen these 4-position Miranas. They get these Ags quick. Seems like they do always get space. Their teams play well around them. There's going to be a Shackle coming out. They bring down Ice immediately, and they're going to run up. Hector's level 17. This dude is very scary, but guess what? An EMP will be there. Arrow's there. He does not have his ulti unless he gets his wand off. He does get his wand off, though, so he will have that ult. Jab's just going to BKB and run in there. Blade Mill does actually get popped. Jab's doing a little bit of damage, but Stinger will get brought down. Jab's taking so much damage. Not enough crits, though. They make it out, but this tier 2 tower might just go down now.
Yeah, and we... Honestly, who cares about Whisper at this point? Look at the net worth on Hector, man.
Yeah, beast mode, man.
4.5k ahead of the game.
And look at that. That's even though Whisper, like, you win a fight like that, he's only level 9, but he's got the Edict. He's melting the tower still.
Yeah. This is the original Wraith King.
Yeah. OG. And he is going BKB next. You guys liked it?
Yep. He has to be. He is the strongest hero on his team in the game as of now. And it will not always be like that. So you have to force the issue with the power spike that you have. And if he doesn't have BKB, it kind of makes it so he's ignorable and the rest of his team is killable. But by becoming this like meat shield threat, he actually enables his team to play the game.
You're playing against Invoker with Axe. You need a BKB if you want to deal damage. It's not even about staying alive. You get Tornado,
he's a
you
threat.
get Cold
He's just
Snap,
ignored.
Ice Path. Yeah, it's like it's impossible to stick on targets.
Like, you're making the rest of your team die because you're going to get ignored because you don't have a BKB.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we'll have it already.
It's a 2K lead right now for Infamous. Who's got the Roche threat right now? Is it just either team if they win a fight? Doesn't feel like either team can really just straight up go into it.
I mean, assuming the other team can't contest, both teams have, like, the damage. You have Alacrity plus Bloodlust on one side, and you have Wraith King on the other. But both teams have, like, pretty solid poke. You have the Wind Ranger Shackle Shot, and you have, like, Wraith King can honestly just walk into the pit. Meanwhile, you have Invoker on the other side.
And oh, there it is. Oh, they see him, though. Sentry Ward is there. Dubu and Jabs are scouted out. They don't know who else is here. And look at this. Hector will get aired, but he has that level 3 ulti. They're going to go on Chris Luck. They didn't expect them all to be here. They throw out the stun. There's going to be a BKB toss. Oh my, the 816 crit on the backside. Jabs, he does have his BKB. He needs to be careful. He might want to just keep you out of here. He's going for it, and yep. Will make it. Will they chase for more? Doesn't look like it. And this is the scary part, right? This Wraith King, if he's on top of you, you're probably dead.
He's so farmed. He's approaching 6,000 gold ahead of the game.
That's pretty scary.
Yeah. The silver lining is he'll be 6 slotted pretty soon.
Wraith King is one of the carries that can do this and lose.
Yeah,
I've seen it.
You've done it.
Yeah, I've done it. That's even more important. I've done it. Like, the fact is, Wraith King as a hero is only really as strong as his team as the game moves on.
Oh, they're going for this tower right now. And it gets brought down so quickly. Whisper picks it up, getting closer. Still about 1,300 away from his own BKB.
They've cleared all the tier 2s. FNATIC yet to claim a single one. And yet only a 2K gold lead on the side of Infamous. It's tough now because, like, what's your next objective, right? I guess you want to get into Roche, but
Roche
fighting into the
ground.
pit so hard against Invoker.
It pretty much feels like that. This Invoker, is, as long as he's alive, their base is defended and Roche is defended. Schofield needs to be a little bit careful now. Abed's like, I'm not risking it. You never know. I'm going for a 4-step on Wind Ranger. Not even a casual Javelin.
Yeah,
He is
doesn't
very
have his ult.
underfarmed.
He doesn't even have his ult. He just is a power shot shackle. He even took the shackle shot cooldown at level 10. And he has the BKB queued up on Tiny. He's not going to be very, like, Tiny as a core honestly falls off pretty hard.
Yeah.
Like, even with the Ags build nowadays, like, he's not even going for it. But, like, if you compare Tiny mid to, like, an Invoker mid as the game scales, or as they scale into the late game, it isn't even close.
This Invoker is still
Boots
not the
of
most
travel,
farmed.
going for the BKB. Once he gets BKB, it should be pretty easy for him to play fights. But as of now, he's actually under pretty huge threat to just like a single stun plus Wraith King hitting you.
Does have some help from Dubu down there. Not sure how much Dubu can help Abed if he gets ganked.
He's literally a gank tank. Look at his positioning. Like, he's not sitting behind him, right? He's sitting in between where Infamous would come from to get to him. Which is cool. Like, if you're not a hero that can actually save him, why not just stand in front of him? Break smokes, all that kind of stuff.
Nothing crazy going on. Do you think Infamous should be playing a little more aggressive, or can they really?
As of now, as of yet, like, I think they're waiting for this AC. And I think they were also waiting for the level 20 on Wraith King, but they've got it already.
Oh, drum popped. He just runs out.
They are smoked. Like, they do need to get stuff done,
That's
but
what I mean. It feels like you gotta start doing it right now.
yeah,
And
this game only gets harder.
Invis versus the Moonlight Shadows. Pardon me. There will be a stun for it. It's going to be Whispered. This is your Leshrac. That's your tower pusher. Instantly goes down. And now they're going to chase for more. Schofield. Oh, nice. Yules by nice dodging the shackle shot. Stinger going to be the next one to fall here. Jabs. Trying to, I don't do enough without Rocket Barrage. Finally gets the kill. Tornado, ooh, barely misses Chris Luck. But with the Ignite there, I think they can just chase him down. And they sure as hell can. See you later. Top is getting pushed in by some skeletons.
I'm telling you, this is like this perfect, like picture perfect game to be this far ahead on Wraith King and lose. because you have a 5-position Enchantress, who, as a hero in the game, is like pretty much nothing at this stage. And then you have a tiny mid, one of the worst scaling mids in the entire game. You have a Wind Ranger that doesn't have ult. And you have a Leshrac who just dies until BKB. And even then, he's like...
Yeah, the physical damage is going to be strong enough that you won't really be able to commit to fights.
They can just focus the entire Wraith King's team very quickly with ignoring him. Like, Wraith King's not a hero that's just going to kill everybody in a short period of time. So I'm just saying that despite having a slight lead and having this Wraith King that is massive, I am heavily favoring Fnatic's ability to win this game as it goes forward.
Yeah, FNATIC right now, they really want this win. In fact, they want the whole series because currently they are tied up in points with both EG and Virtus Pro to obtain that last spot in the upper bracket.
Was it VP or not?
It's VP.
Okay. And then, And
but they have one series less played, so they could get a nice edge on those two favorites.
Yep. As long as, even just one win here. You definitely want two, obviously, but make sure to secure. And they look to be... It is a 1K lead for Infamous, but as you said, this Invoker just getting stronger and stronger. Has the BKB, get that Octarine, all of a sudden you're pumping out massive amount of spells, 24/7.
I just envision when I'm like this rich as a carry, like how do I lose games? And this is like the rest of the team, the way it looks in terms of the hero comp and
Like, look at, they're just
net
sitting
worth.
together right now, even.
Like, you just don't have any, like, you are this big because no one else on your team can actually do like hitting creeps. Like, nobody else can actually do it. So, like, on the other side, the reason why, like, you'd much rather in competitive have 3 evenly net worth heroes add up to one big hero. Like, in this case, like, if you're down by 10K, it's one thing, but you're even almost in net worths
Well, get ready.
when you have one hero this rich.
Chris Luck, he blinks in, and he's just going to get stunned up. He might just die here. Okay, there are skeletons beating down the tower again, but it might not matter. There's going to be a stun forward from Ice elsewhere. Doesn't look like it. Sounds like there is a stun. It is. It's going to be Hector, but guess what? BSJ, I think you know any of those melee carry heroes running into an ice wall is never fun. The ultimate counter, they will try to turn around. Whisper does it as BKB is going to move forward for Dubu. This is a 5-position Ogre, but they do get the kill on the backside. It will be a stun, but guess what? You can leap out of it. Throws the tree. Won't even hit him. To the tower, it did end up going down to the skeletons. These skeletons are putting in some work.
Wow. What?
Yeah, he just summoned them and Ice TP'd away. And they're going into Roche. Okay. Let's see what can happen. Here comes a Sunstrike. They are just going for it right now. This is scary. Ice, Blink plus ulti. Stinger. He eats the arrow. They're just going to stun him. He already got the heal off. Unfortunately, won't heal enough. Glimmer Cape won't be there. Doesn't have the buyback. Dubu will be alive in 5 seconds. They had to back out. Is this just going to be a stolen Roshan right here? Not quite yet. He doesn't need mana for his ulti, so Hector is still reasonably healthy. He's
going Silver Edge on Wraith King. I saw him do this on Lifestealer earlier. Is this like his ideal late game item? Like, is this what he likes? It's interesting.
I mean, he's done it for like the last 2 minors, and I don't know. I asked him, and he just laughed. I actually asked him, like, Hector, why do you go that? It was I think at the Dota Pit minor. He just started laughing, so I have no clue what that means. What?
The damage reduction versus
It doesn't work anymore. It doesn't damage reduce.
Here we go. Big fight. The arrow actually ends up hitting the Leshrac. Man, these 4-position Marauders. Whisper's going to end up going down. The Blade Mill, guess what? You're just tornado in the air. BKB will finally get popped. He's going to try to right-click onto Jabs. Will he do enough damage? Not quite yet. Stun is going to fly. He's doing a little bit of damage. Jabs actually needs to be pretty careful. He can't. He goes down, and now the impetuses are flying. DJ goes down, and if you fight into Hector, he's going to be completely okay with that.
Oh.
And what a shackle shot by Schofield is enough to bring down. There's going to be one crit. Do they even need another one? No, Hector gets the kill. And Dubu goes down as well. This is going to be a Roche.
Yeah, Hector against the world, boys.
Hector tips Chris Luck. I guess he just tanked the gank, it looks like, on Tiny. Here we go. They go right into Roche. Abed doesn't want to commit the buybacks for this. Damn. That's what BKB is that on Gyro, by the way? That was his 7th second.
Who takes Aegis? You don't give it to Wraith King, do you?
Whisper? I mean, it has to be Leshrac.
Yeah,
right?
you give it. I didn't realize he was alive again. I saw the 3 heroes in the pit. I'm like, who do you
well, even when I'm like, do you? He has 2 items, but
no, he's your base siege though.
Yeah.
You can actually stand there with your Diabolic Edict, and even when you're dead, it's still going.
And well, guess what?
Silver Edge Wraith King.
Interesting.
He sold his Midas.
What are
It
we
gives
missing?
45 damage, 45 attack speed, and 300 health, effectively.
Does it break? It doesn't break anything, does it?
No, there's nothing to break. It does break Caustic Finale.
Ooh.
Doesn't break like the Invoker orbs, right?
No, it doesn't.
Interesting. It's just mobility, I suppose. He doesn't have a blink dagger.
It's just one of those things he always buys. Who knows why?
He bought it on Lifestealer. I saw it in his earlier game today.
It makes sense though. You can get right up on top of a hero, open with an attack into the stun. It's cool.
Uh-oh, and guess what? He's going in. Silver Edge, but guess what? DJ's already gone.
I just feel like it's such like a pub win the game by yourself type of item. So it's like interesting to me. I don't think it's like a terrible item. I just laugh because it's like this is the pub situation, right? Like earlier we talked about you're playing your 4K party with OG where you just have a Wisp Windrunner. In this case, you are the only net worth on your team.
I think that you need some sort of mobility item, and at this point you're so farmed, it can't be a blink. So.
Well, Hector, he doesn't really give much of a care here.
Care 0, Grant.
Yep. He doesn't actually tank for the siege, and I'm surprised. I thought he might. Bloodlusted Tower is going to be fine. Look at, they're just long-range sieging down this Wraith King. Arrow.
They
Fire
can't end
Blast,
this game,
Arrow.
man. I don't know. I can't imagine unless they actually walk out of base on FNATIC and fight them, how they end the game on Infamous side. Like, yeah, they have a Leshrac, but they have so much just long-range, as Kyle would say, poke.
Yep, the LRC, my friend.
Yes, the cannons.
And they do get the Shrine because of that. The Skeleton's just killing top tier 3, but top lane, Hector just TPs up, and I mean, what do you just get like a Moon Shard and a Refresher, right?
Yeah, Ags. Yep.
Thanks.
That's the play. You eventually get a Refresher on Lesh.
Uh-oh. They know Hector TP top. They saw him, but Schofield won't get the shackle up because there's a BKB pop by Abed. But Abed not really doing that much. Ice actually going to be the first one to go down here. It looks like he will. He has a gem on the ground. Dubu, he's taking a lot of damage as well. Whisper, he has the Aegis. He wants it to go off. Chris Luck on the backside. Tiny versus Icewall. Not a fun one. But they're just going to have to get out. Sand King bought back, and they're chasing for more. Whisper, he has an Atos in 2. Hector's here as well. Jab's just going to get stunned up. He's going to go down. Guess what, Kyle? They fought outside of the base. Dubu's going to die as well. That's the gem. Oh, they see it right. Ice.
Slick.
Cheeky play right there.
As I said, Hector's going to carry this game.
You see the
with
Shadow Blade?
Dude,
Or the Silver Edge,
it's
rather?
actually been owning. I'm just saying he does it every game. So it's like, I don't feel like it's this game specific type thing. He literally just thinks it's the best way to carry on like Lifestealer or Radiant.
I'm gonna ask him again. If he just laughs, I'm just gonna laugh super hard. Here we go. Arrow's gonna fly. It is gonna be on Whisper. He didn't get his BKB up. You need to, but the Shackle does hit on 2 of them. He hasn't used his BKB. Will go down to the EMP. Hector is gonna be a little trouble, but all of them get stunned because of that level 25 talent. Hector gonna try to get out. He doesn't have his BKB. Chris Luck on the backside does do a stun toss.
That's a dieback.
Jabs is just gonna go down. No, the Glimmer Cave's here, but guess what? Stinger on the position 5 and Chan still pumping out a ton of damage. They get the Tiny now. Schofield and Hector. They're chilling for now. They have to back out. Bloodlusted Tower. This boy is a beast.
But they used Ford already.
They did, and guess what? Jabs is gone. Ice is gone. That's 2 diebacks, my friends.
Hector's going to have ult again. He's almost doubling the net worth of the next person in the game.
And that's it. That's an Abed Invoker. That is nothing to sneeze at, my friends. I love it. He just heads bottom. He's like, Whisper, you finish that one off. And man, Infamous. Hector specifically, what a beast.
Yeah, and they look good too. You know, they look just like any other team here.
All right, runs into the arrow, but it'll be fine, I hope. That's gotta be careful there. FNATIC, what can they do?
This is great. Infamous, man, playing to their strengths. I can't believe you gave Hector Wraith King.
Yep,
500 CS, 705.
Wow.
It's only 34 minutes into the game, Kyle. That's a lot of CS. That's like 15 a minute.
Are they gonna? They're just getting megas off one team fight win here. Well, I guess 2, the one in the base and the one outside. He's bottom the BKB. He actually just wants to get the megas. Will they get out? Looks like they will run. You gotta be careful. I don't think you want to chase after Hector. He's actually baiting him, and he's like, yeah, sure, go for it.
I feel like this is a strategy that like just nobody else does. It's so weird.
Just I mean,
Just
it's
like,
not even 4 protect 1, right? It's just 4 go do whatever the hell you want while I do my thing.
Yeah, there's no protection. Hector's got to fend for himself out there.
Yeah.
He does. He's going for an Abyssal Blade, actually. He already has the Basher.
What's he drop? The Phase or the Blade Mail? Yeah.
There's a regen bottom. Bounties as well. So a 12k gold lead. And we look at the buyback status. No one really has it except this Wraith King.
Is Jabs closing on Rapier anytime soon? Because that's the comeback mechanic.
Let's go check.
He's got a
That's
butterfly queued up.
negatory.
And dude, this enchant, I know we talked about, I mean, she died a lot early game, but just impetus. Just
Yep.
straight up damage.
Check out the net worth on the FNATIC lineup as well. Second place is DJ.
And it's pretty low there. It's going to be a stun. We just talked about the enchanters here. Does have the Glimmer Cape, uses it. They can't really get the
What?
kill on Stinger, just full HP healed up. And guess what? Now Abed will have to pop the BKB. Jabs is here, sending a lot of flat cannon everywhere else. It's flying to Schofield, but guess what? Everyone just got out. Chris Luck gets his BKB before he's stunned. He throws his own, slows them all down. And now, guess who's coming from behind? It is Light Blue Hector. He's running the long way, silver edged up. They do get one stun. There's going to be the Cataclysm Whisper. Actually avoids it. He gets pushed back, and now Hector's just right-clicking. Abed gets instantly blown up. There's no buyback. They have another on the backside. Jabs won't get stunned. Neither will DJ. They might just run to the base. Dubu, he's eating so much damage. One right click, two right clicks. Hector, monster kill. 806 G.
Wow.
G is called. That game. I mean, let's be honest. We didn't really see that coming. I would say it. You said it, Kyle. You did say the one way we lose that game, or was it BSJ, is if FNATIC leaves their base, and they left their base 1 minute after.